Yo, what's good, everybody? I'm back on another episode on the Rise Podcast. I'm your boy Twan, man. You already know what it is, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Hit ring them bells. Make sure you get all the new content that drops on my page, man. If you like the video, make sure you click the like button at the end of the video, man. All right, let's get into it. Hey, we finally here, y'all. Hey, yo, the finals here. We got the Heat versus the Lakers in the finals tonight. Hey, man, your boy LeBron, hey, 10 finals appearances, bro. I mean, that's going to have to be another debate for another day when it comes to Jordan versus LeBron. I mean, because his resume, I mean, hey, we'll get into another video, man. But Heat versus Lakers. I'm going to take the Lakers in 6. I really want to take a gentleman's sweep for the Lakers. I feel like the Lakers, I mean, you have the two best players on the court, you clearly have the two best players on the court. I mean, that just makes a huge difference. But I will say, I feel like the next 5 to 6 players are the Heat. I will go LeBron, AD as the two best players on the court. Then I'm going to go Jimmy, Bam, Tyler Hero, Dragic. So what's that? That was 4. Jimmy, Bam, Tyler Hero, Dragic. Shit. I'll take Jay Crowder. I'll take Jay Crowder over Dwight. I'll take Jay Crowder over Rondo. I'll take Jay Crowder over Kentavious Caldwell Pope and Danny Green. So that's 5. And playoff Iggy and playoff Rondo is like interchangeable. I mean, them two, if Iguodala get minutes, which he is now, and I feel like he's going to get a lot of minutes this game to try to guard LeBron, that's interchangeable. So I will say that. They got the two best players with the Lakers. They got the two best players. But after that, it's a lot of heat. It's a lot of heat after that. And that's the shaky part right there. When I feel like the Lakers can like drop a couple games. So I'm going to say the Lakers in 6. One thing the Heat not going to be able to do, I don't feel like they're going to be able to go zone a lot. They're not going to be able to go zone a lot. If they go zone, the IQ of LeBron James and Rajon Rondo is just too high. And then they was going 2-3 zone against Boston. And the reason why they went 2-3 zone against Boston is because Boston have a lot of guys who can actually score. You have Kimball, you have Tatum, you have Jaylen Brown, you have Marcus Smart, you have Gordon Hayward. You have 5 guys that can get you 20 plus on any given night. And they can score in a variety of ways, putting the ball on the floor, catch and shoot, coming off screens, transition. I mean, you have a lot of guys that can actually score at the guard position. It was like, okay, we really can't match up with them, man, especially when we have Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson on the court together. So it's like, okay, it'll be smart to go 2-3, and it worked. And you see with Boston, they was doing a lot of ISO. I mean, it was a lot of guys who was like, okay, I'm a bucket, so I'm going to just try to make this happen myself. Versus LA, you have a guy, LeBron and Rondo. LeBron and Rondo IQ is just too high, and they're going to eat that zone up. And one thing that Boston wasn't doing against the 2-3 zone, they wasn't having a big – usually when you coming up in basketball, they teach you how to beat a 2-3 zone. Is the best way to beat a 2-3 zone is flashing a big at the free throw line and letting the big create for everybody. So now you can cut to the basket. You can go off ball screens and get open looks for shots, or the big can just go to work. So, but Boston don't really have the big to do that. I mean, they can flash one like Tatum up there, but he's not really, you know what I'm saying? They have the big to do that. And Anthony Davis, he's a face-up big too. He's not a back-to-the-basket big. He's a face-up big, so it makes it even more dangerous. And he has a nasty mid-range game. So it's just like, I mean, that's going to be – I feel like if they go 2-3, they're going to give them a lot of problems with those 3 factors, with LeBron, Rajon Rondo, and AD flashing to the middle. I feel like that's going to be a lot of issues if they go 2-3. So I feel like they're going to probably go man. They're probably going to they're probably just going to just go AD against Bam. Bam has the physical presence over AD. But I just wonder if they do put Bam on AD, do they take advantage of the Dwight Howard mismatch? Because I wonder if they're going to start Dwight or JaVale, or if they're not going to start neither one of them and go small and put in Kuzma. That's going to be the key. I don't know what the lineup is going to be yet, but I assume because it's crazy because it's like that might be a reason why you might have to go zone, because if Bam takes AD, that means Dwight is left with like a Jay Crowder or something like that. So it's just like, I mean, that's not going to be a good matchup. But at the same time, I don't see them feeding Dwight like that. It'll be smart, but I don't see them taking advantage of the mismatch and feeding Dwight like that. But yeah, that would just be a lot of problems. And then Bam, I feel like Bam is going to play. Bam's going to play good. I feel like he's going to play solid, but he's not going to have a crazy game. I don't feel like he's going to go crazy like he did against Boston, where he just took over the fourth quarter with like being responsible for 11 straight points. I mean, Daniel Tice would be fucking ashamed of himself, to be honest, bro. I mean, my goodness. And Brad Stevens, why the hell you ain't take him out the game when he was getting cooked for like 3 straight minutes? I mean, what the hell was you watching? But either way, Bam, I just feel like he's just not going to be able to like just get off like that in that game. I mean, in this game like he did in that game. I mean, because Bam goes for like 6'9". LeBron is 6'9", 250. Then you got AD's like 6'10". Dwight is like a 7-footer. JaVale is like a 7-footer. So you have 4 guys really that can match up with Bam technically. So it's like I don't really see Bam going crazy like that. I mean, he can just get hot. He might have a game where he just can't miss. But I'm talking about on a regular game basis, his average. I don't know. I feel like the Heat best bet to win this series is going to be the guard play. Jimmy Butler is going to have to play like Jimmy Butler. He can't have games where he's going 13 points, 14 points, only shooting 10 times and stuff like that. No, this is going to have to be a Jimmy Butler performance. He's going to show us why he's a star in this league. Then Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson, they're going to have to get the opportunities. They're going to have to get the open shots. Jay Crowder as well. All 3 of those guys are going to have to get their open shots. That's one way you can beat LA. LA been hitting their threes lately, but you can test them and see if that can that can keep going in the finals. Because during the regular season, they was terrible. That's the reason why I really picked them. I didn't even see them getting that far in the finals because I never doubted AD and LeBron. I never did. But it was everybody else that I was doubting. Rajon Rondo stepped it up in the playoffs. I probably should have seen that coming because playoff Rondo was a different animal. But Dwight stepped it up. Caldwell Pope hitting shots. Danny Green hitting shots. Caruso hitting shots. All these guys are just turning into snipers all of a sudden. And that's really what's propelling them to these victories. It's not just AD and LeBron. They're finally getting help elsewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the Heat best bet, they're going to have to like dominate the guard play because I don't really respect the defensive guard play from LA, although they've been playing really good defense, but they've been going zone. And I just don't the Heat have shooters on their team. Denver have guys that can shoot. Denver have guys that can score. Jamal Murray, he's a scorer. Michael Porter is a scorer. Gary Harris can hit every now and then, stuff like that. Jimmy Graham hitting every now and then. But they didn't have a sniper. That's one thing Denver did not have is a sniper. When they did that 2-3 zone, it was like, okay, well, they don't have a sniper, so you kind of get away with it. The Heat have snipers. Duncan Robinson can shoot. Tyler Hero can stroke that bit. I mean, you got 2 guys that are snipers. And then you got 2 more guys that can get hot at any given moment in Jay Crowder, and I would toss up between Jimmy Butler and Dragic. So you have a lot of guys who can actually shoot the basketball. So, I mean, I feel like the Lakers might be better just going man. I feel like they might just be better just going man, don't go zone. And they got to have a game plan where they cannot leave Duncan Robinson and they cannot leave Tyler Hero. You know, although Tyler Hero put the ball on the floor a lot, I mean, now he is. You can't leave those guys. I would have a game plan where it's like, okay, I trust AD on an island with Bam. We're going to make Jimmy Butler beat us. And Braun, I want you to take that. I want you to take that. You know what I'm saying? Nobody help. Everybody stay home and just leave LeBron on the island and take that. I feel like that is going to have to be the game plan. Or somebody, I mean, I don't know who else can guard Jimmy Butler at a good rate. Like, I mean, I don't expect LeBron to take him all game, but down the stretch, I feel like that's going to have to be like the hey, my bad, y'all guys. Down the stretch, I feel like that's going to have to be the game plan with the team. And I feel like that's going to be the recipe for disaster for the Heat if that happens. If that happens, I mean, the Lakers might gentlemen sweep them. But I'm going to be respectful. I'm going to go Lakers in 6. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. If you like the video, hit that like button, man. If you, like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, man. Hey, thank you for joining me for another episode on the Rise Podcast. I'm your boy, Twan, man. We out.